Hello everyone, I'm Kim Horcher and I've got your fix of entertainment news for Thursday, October 12th. Dan Harmon has thrown out the possibility of a Rick and Morty movie directed by a certain superfan, Zack Snyder. Heard of him? Plus, if you love anime and not spending your money on things, Crunchyroll has great news for you, and vicariously, so do I. So, let's get into it. Presented by Universal Orlando Resort. Rick and Morty has many fans, and as Dan Harmon tells it, some of them are extremely famous movie directors who want to turn the long-running Adult Swim comedy into a movie. As Harmon recently told The Hollywood Reporter, Zack Snyder of Justice League, the Snyder Cut fame, once called him into his office to discuss the potential of making a Rick and Morty film. He explained, quote, "Not him saying I get to do it or anything like that. He was totally a super fan and was just like, is there any way I can help get that movie started by using my Snyder-ness?" Harmon joked, "So the Rick and Morty movie is coming as soon as Zack Snyder gets back from his vacation, because I want to start with the Snyder cut of that movie, and then I want to do the director's cut of a Snyder cut release, so we can just have a 6-hour Rick and Morty movie and 3 hours of it is in black and white." But again, Harmon did seem to be joking when he said that. He did speak more seriously on the subject though, saying there have been talks to, quote, "get the ball rolling" on a feature which Harmon envisions as, quote, "a super badass episode of Rick and Morty. My philosophy would be to just take a Rick and Morty adventure and spend a bunch of extra money on it and make it 90 minutes long." Sounds a lot more realistic. He also added that he'd prefer to work on the film while the Rick and Morty series is still ongoing. Quote, "It's best that way because I don't think it should be this canonical thing that relies on the series to do things and changes everything after that. And maybe, and this is just my guess, it's because it's been kind of a pain for Harmon and co. to get the Community movie rolling many years after the series end due to difficulties like most of the cast having moved on or being Chevy Chase. If a Rick and Morty movie did happen, it would presumably be animated. But how nuts would a live-action version be? We got the live-action trailer with Christopher Lloyd and Jaden Martell a while back. Imagine that, but with a few $100 million of budget stretched out for several hours with a lot of slow-motion shots. Rick and Morty Season 7 premieres very soon and will certainly draw attention, at least in part, due to the debut of new voice actors in the title roles, replacing series co-creator Justin Roiland, who was fired from the show following since-dropped charges of domestic violence. I'm sure many of you have a lot of opinions on that. Either way, Rick and Morty Season 7 premieres on Adult Swim Sunday, October 15th. If you've been wanting to get into more anime, it's about to get easier to find because Crunchyroll is launching its own free ad-supported 24-hour anime channel in the US. Weirdly, it's in collaboration with Game Show Network. The logic there was not fully explained beyond both of them being owned by Sony, though considering the target demographic of daytime game shows, it's possible that audience is dwindling. Bad news, if you're a Dubs Not Subs purist, the channel will feature a launch lineup of older anime shows dubbed into English. This includes Horimiya, Ranking of Kings, Moriarty the Patriot, Psycho-Pass, Ari Fureta, Sugar Apple Fairy Tale, To Your Eternity, and Code Geass. Fun fact, I almost certainly mispronounced at least one of those. I assure you, I am trying my best. If you're on the hunt for newer and more premium anime, those are still on Crunchyroll subscription and ad-supported streaming services. The new channel seems to be a gateway to that because that's exactly what Crunchyroll president Rahul Purini said, quote, "The Crunchyroll channel is a gateway to the world of anime where we will guide viewers to discover new worlds, new stories, and new characters. Millions of fans have easy access to the medium that is taking the world by storm. Given the serialized nature of most anime series, it's possible tuning in mid-episode might leave viewers completely confused. But hey, all the more reason to subscribe to the streaming service." Now, the real question. Will a bunch of elderly viewers flipping through channels looking for Family Feud reruns stumble upon this and suddenly become huge weebs? We really hope so because it's never too late. The free ad-supported channel is out now across the US on LG channels, the Roku channel, and Vizio WatchFree+. The service will then join Amazon's Freevee on October 17th. And that was your entertainment fix. I'm Kim Horcher, and thanks for watching. Now that you're all caught up on the news, check out Cinefix's latest episode on the making of Gravity. Download the IGN app on all your devices, and for all things everything else, IGN.com.